But United Party, as the name sounds and is, really is not new to Ghana's body politics or political dispensation, is that not it? Kofi Abrefa Buzia was a founding member of the original UP.
Yes, but that's the story behind it. In 1957, the original United Party was established in November 1957. And it had come about because President Nkrumah at that time had promulgated, as the parliament under his administration had promulgated a new act to prevent parties that had been established on either ethnic, religious, or secular basis. And it was called the Avoidance of Discrimination Act. So as soon as that act was promulgated, it required the then parties that had a sense of or a semblance of ethnicity or religion. Those parties then needed to transform into broader-based parties. So 7 parties came together and formed what was called the United Party, UP at that time. And some of the constituent parties was the NLM, the National Movement, which was led by Bafo Akoto, with headquarters in Kumasi. And of course, you had the Northern People's Party, you had the Law Youth Organization, the Muslim Youth, so
the Togoland Congress,
Congress, all of them.
Shimokpe.
So all of them came together to avoid being caught under the Avoidance of Discrimination Act and formed a broad-based United Party, UP. And of course, they still contested, but in 1964, the party unfortunately had to be disbanded because it was at that time that Kwame Nkrumah was able to get Parliament to introduce the legislation on a one-party state. So that saw the end of the
demise, so to speak,
of the UP.
Do I dare say and ask the question? It looks like you decided to make a choice from an environment of strife and a movement, and then culminate into a political party as the United Party of today, just like the old. Is that the same? A difficult environment, and then you're birthing a new UP from that same difficult environment in the present day?
Yes. Yes and no. But the yes part is because the United Party at that time, the old United Party, had some core values. And obviously, it was about unity, bringing all those parties together. It was also about fighting against dictatorship. It was about freedom and liberties of the individual. So some of these were the core values of the original UP. And the UP, again, also later on gave birth to the Progress Party led by Buzia, and then later on the PFP led by Victor Osu. So you could see that it has been a chain of party groupings based on the original UP. And we came as a group of friends, we came together as the Young Executive Forum to become founding members of the NPP.
From the 80s, the late 80s, so to speak, 85, 86, 87.
87, but then when NPP was established in 1992, we had already been in existence as the Young Executive Forum. Interestingly, with the same ideals as the United Party. So it became more or less obvious that once the NPP was being established on the back of the UP tradition, then the Young Executive Forum would naturally be one of the most vibrant and dynamic groups within the NPP. So I was a founding member of the NPP, a very senior member of the NPP. I've been in 2 administrations of the NPP. So in this particular case, the movement came out because we had disagreements within our party about the fact that, at least I did not feel that the NPP was living up to the values of the old NPP. And a number of things occurred, and I resigned from the party. And then at that time, I established the Movement for Change, because obviously the time was too short to establish a full-blown party. But then the principles that I stood for were still anchored on the old values, yes.